Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hello, my name is April, and in today's video I want to talk about another bad date I had back in 2019. Everyone has lost the concept of time, so I guess we're on the same page. Since last time I've talked about that horrible date I have had, it just reminded me how many weird people and how many bad dates I have had in the past, and it also reminded me how badly I treated myself. Like, I know I don't have any self-esteem, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Stop it, get some help.
And it was also very therapeutic, let's say, when I was talking about it last time, and I saw you guys' comments, so I decided to do another one. Hope you enjoy this one as well, because this one is even more weirder. More weird. I have my lemon sparkly water. I wish it's just a glass of wine or a shot of vodka. I know this kind of online dating, like getting into something before you actually meet each other, started to be a thing after COVID hit. I understand that, but for me personally, it has always been the case, I guess, because I don't know why, but I can't socialize with people in my real life. I got very anxious and awkward, so it's very difficult for me to meet someone in real life and just be like, okay, let's go. So it was always easier for me to find someone online and chat over the phone first, because that way I'm less anxious and more relaxed, and I can actually be funny or entertaining or just nice to talk to. So we met over Bumble, I think. Also, that was the time I just split up with my ex. I dated another one after him. Whatever. I just ended a very serious long-term relationship. I was not looking for anything serious, but I was definitely trying to just find someone so I can just put that energy, I can put that emotions out, like almost lashing out that on someone. Just someone take me and I will give you everything. I was at that stage. I'm sorry, I'm over it. I'm really glad I'm over it. So we started talking, it went well, really well at the beginning. At the time, he just went back to the city. Because of the regulations here, he has to spend 2 weeks in his own apartment. It's called quarantine. Fucking pandemic. We couldn't really meet up, and that gives us this distance and the time to really get to know each other by texting. At first it was like texting, we were texting a lot, and then it developed to almost texting all the time. It's probably just because he's at home, he's in quarantine, he's like bored as fuck. I would take that very well, because that's what I needed the most at the time. He slowly started to imply that I shouldn't talk to anyone else, or let's say he would be more happier if I'm not talking to anyone else. And for me, I don't have that much energy to talk to multiple person at the same time. So I was like, well, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I just can't say no. So when he implies that, I just like took it kind of, and then he started to call me. When he started to call me, it all feels real, and it feels like we are kind of like dating in a way, and it's more serious. It's more than just a like meet up and drinking and just like get fuck drunk and hook up. Don't have sex after you're drunk. I remember he would call me all the time, in the morning, at lunchtime, in the afternoon, in the evening when I'm actually in the bath, like I'm trying to have a bath, and he's like, yeah, just put me on the speaker. Like, I wasn't comfortable with that, because I wasn't comfortable with like a strange people to hear the bubbles and the water. It's kind of like sexual, but not in a good way. But he insisted, and again I was just like, okay, as long as you take me, as long as you give attention to me, I'll just do whatever you want me to do. And that's bad. Don't do that. People learn from me. And then it just became like a very serious kind of a situation. I'm not talking to anyone else. He is claiming that he's not talking to anyone else, and he is like basically planning our future. I'm not kidding. He is planning everything. He was planning the first date we're going to have. He is planning the first trip we're going to have after we meet up, after we just get together. And he was telling me so many really personal things, like about his family, about all his history, about his like school life, about his ex-girlfriend, and how was the breakup like really devastated him in this way and that way. He actually showed me. Now I think about it, it's just weird. Like, you don't do that. My cat is shitting. Let's be patient, let him enjoy that. And where was I? Anyways, yes, he was showing like notes, letters when they were like on and off breaking up, and he was just sharing too much. It's overly sharing. Just don't show me that. But again, I didn't have any kind of self-esteem to say, actually I don't want to hear about this, actually I don't want to talk about this anymore. I just went along. It was so cringy, all the stuff he showed me, like what he wrote and what she wrote and what she did and what he did, and I was like, are you guys like 14 years old? Like, me and my ex at the time, the breakup was like no drama, no anything. We were just like, oh fuck, this is not going to work, so let's just end this. And then we both were like mad at each other for a while, I guess, but nobody talked to nobody. And then we just went back to like friendly to each other, like send an email once in a while, whatever. And I thought that's people do when they're in their mid-30s, because I'm fucking 34 years old and so is this man. And I was like, okay, maybe you're just passionate. I was trying to find all kinds of excuses. Long story long. One day I was out with my friend. I think we were just like grabbing a Subway sandwich, and then he said, for whatever reason, people who are in charge managing those people just went back to the city, just told him, actually you can just go out for a walk. And I think that's like 1 week, probably 10 days after he's like quarantined. And I was like, maybe that's not like responsible, like probably don't do that. But I didn't, of course I didn't have the courage to actually say that. And he's like, oh my god, I can't believe this just happened, and yada 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 yada. I didn't know what to say. I just went along. I was like, hey, I'm so excited for you, maybe you should just like go for a walk and something. The weather is nice and everything is nice. He asked me, where are you, what are you doing? And I said, oh, I'm with my friend. Like, of course I'm not going to meet up with you. Finish 14 days, for fuck's sake. Like, if it's now, I would say finish 21 days or finish whatever days. This like virus is just, I didn't feel safe to meet up with him. Of course I'm not going to suggest that, oh, let's meet up, where are you? So I said, oh, I'm actually with my friend and we have plans. And he seemed be very upset about it, but I was like, I guess you can understand. It's like 4 days left, right? He started to plan everything like more in details, like which kind of wine we're going to drink, which kind of food we're going to have, which kind of this, which kind of that. And I started to get excited. I was looking forward to meet up with him. He's quite good looking actually. One day, one thing happened. He messaged me and he's like, yo, you didn't tell me you're an influencer. Like, I still cringe when people like refer me as an influencer. I do videos. I didn't really want to talk about it. I didn't want to hide it. I was going to tell him after we meet up, or after we really like, you know, get together or whatever. It's just like really weird. And I was like, oh, I wouldn't necessarily call myself an influencer, but I put like stupid stuff online, and I do have like people watching me. And he's like, no joke, dude, I asked one of my colleagues to run your social media data. And I was like, excuse me, you asked your colleague to run my data? Why? Do you want to sponsor me? And why would you say that? Such like a, just even thinking about it, I'm still like getting cringe and awkward and embarrassed for no reason. I was trying to change the topic and I was like, ah, yeah, sure. He just wouldn't shut up about it. He kept talking and talking and talking and talking about my account on different social media platform. And at that point, I got really uncomfortable. But I don't think he really sensed that. Even after this, I didn't stop talking to him. My God, where have I been? I think it's like right before we were supposed to meet, like the next day is the day he finished his quarantine. He started to text me really late at night, and he was asking me about sex. I don't know, let's just go and see. I don't know, like I've never met you in person. I don't know how I feel. Maybe we will have sex, maybe we won't, I don't know. And he was just like circling around that same question over and over and over again by asking very detailed question like, how would you do? Would you drink at the dinner? And I was like, am I allowed to? And he's like, yeah, okay. I shouldn't ask him the permission to drink, but like, you know. And he was like, well then if you get like tipsy, would you go home with me? And I was like, I don't really know. I seriously don't know. If it feels like that way, I would probably go. I don't know. And then he's like, so you're going to have sex with me the first time you meet me? I thought that's what you wanted as well, and we are kind of like dating for 2 weeks by now. And he's like, what do you expect? What? Sorry? And he's like, what do you expect if you have sex with a man the first time you meet him? I expect to have sex? I was so utterly confused, and he is basically just shaming me for it, and he started to blame me. He's saying that I'm only meeting up with him trying to have sex. I'm not serious. I'm not trying to have a future with him. Of course I'm not! Of course I'm not! I don't fucking know you. Of course I'm not going to plan a future with you after 2 weeks talking over the phone. And he got really upset, and he started to say like really mean things, and I was like, okay dude, calm down. I won't have sex with you then. Like, let's just have a nice meal and have some drinks and talk, and then I'll go home. Alright? And then he's like, so you're not willing to have sex with me? You're not that committed? Finally, at this point, I gave up. It was just too confusing, and I was just like, okay, whatever. I don't think this is going to work out. And he goes mad again. He's like, April, you have to figure out, what do you want? It's very clear. What do I want? I want to eat a meal, have some drinks, probably have sex. Doesn't it clear enough? And he's like, no. That's not how things work. You have to figure out. You have to be clear about what you want. Obviously, I don't want you anymore. Thank you. Next one. And he blocked me. He blocked me. I would probably want to block him, but the fact that he blocked me first just made me so mad and upset and hurt. Why would I give him the right to hurt my feelings? He doesn't worth it. He's a fucking weirdo. I'm just going to say it out loud. If you're watching me, don't come after me, okay? I said no once, I said no twice. It's still going to be a no. Why did I say no twice? Surprise, surprise, he showed up months later because he blocked me, and then what can I do? I can just only like delete him. And he sent me a friend request with the lamest, worst pickup line. Hey, can you give me a way to go back to your heart? No, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Also at the time, I think I'm in a relationship already with my ex, and it didn't work out because of the pandemic. It was long distance. I couldn't take it anymore, and I gave up. We broke up. Again, no drama. We are still like really close friends. We talk to each other every day. I can't get over the fact that he had so much drama with his ex-girlfriend. I'm not judging here, but I'm sorry. There's no way back to my heart, and I don't think we ever had you in my heart. So that's it for today's bad online date. I was in a really bad place. I was going through a lot, and I wasn't doing really well, and at the time I didn't have like the sane mind or any kind of like judgment to do the right thing, but I'm so glad that he blocked me and we didn't meet up in person and it didn't go any way further. Also, for that, go back to my heart question, I said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in a long distance relationship right now, so I'm not available, sorry. And he deleted me again. Please just never show up. Probably this is the reason, part of the reason I'm not using Bumble anymore. I still have it on my phone, I think. I couldn't bother to delete the app. I don't use Tinder anymore. I just don't use dating app anymore. I just don't want to date online anymore. I just don't want to date anymore. Last time when I was telling about this like dating story, I also mentioned that it was a very weird period of time because I'm not like having anyone in my life to flirt with or just have some sort of that kind of like romantic relationships with. Now I'm just feeling better and better about that period, and I actually want this period to go longer. Just please let me stay like this. I'm so much more smart when I'm completely single, when I'm not flirting with anyone. I am so much more intelligent. I am so much more like caring. I am so much more productive. I am so much more loving. I am so much more... I'm just genuinely happier without man or woman in my life. It should be a good thing, but when I'm saying it out loud, I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. If you want to know more about how I don't have self-esteem and how can I just make weird decisions and mistakes all the time, let me know, comment in below. And you can also watch the last video. I would put the link up here. This is just probably going to be a series. My god, this is so much content, so please looking forward to it. Thanks for watching today's video. I had fun. I actually had fun filming this. I hope that you enjoyed watching it as well, and if you did, please smash that like button. If you want to buy me a coffee, I think that is going to be in the link in the description below, and my makeup, my skincare, the things I'm using, whatever you want to know about me, I'm also going to share it in the description box down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I actually started to do TikTok. It's addictive. I'm sorry, don't judge me. Try. Okay, I will see you guys on next Tuesday. Bye bye.